Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe. I'm Anne from the Zoho SalesIQ team, and today we're going to learn to sell on the go with the SalesIQ mobile app, and also how you can assist your customers when you're on the move. We'll be covering a bunch of topics today. First, we need to understand the problems faced by agents and the need to use a mobile app. Secondly, we're going to dig a little deeper into the various features that benefit when using the SalesIQ mobile app. And I'll be walking you through a live demo for this. And finally, we're going to see how various teams use SalesIQ mobile app. For those who do not know about SalesIQ and what we do, we are a real-time customer engagement platform that helps you connect with prospects, have conversation with leads, and finally retain customers. Now, if you're wondering if SalesIQ only helps you engage your website visitors, definitely not. Having SalesIQ in place, customers can reach you from your website or from inside your web application or your single page app, and also from your mobile application. So when you install SalesIQ on your product, your users will see the chat button at the bottom right-hand corner of their screen. And when they select it, a chat window will open up and they can send you and your team a message right away, making the whole connection seamless. So now with SalesIQ SDK, you've provided a way for your mobile app users to connect with your team from wherever they are. But what about your teammates? Do they have to be stuck at their desk all day long to assist customers? That's not fair, right? So let's see what other problems agents face and why there is a need to go in mobile. So the first problem is the increasing amount of missed chats. Now, customers need reply instantly. And if you miss a chat, say in your 2-minute break, it increases the count of agitated customers, which isn't a good sign for any business. The second problem is being faced by a lot of businesses where it's difficult to have a separate set of teams just to look out for your VIP customers and wait to capture these customers before they leave the website. And if you're running your own business and when you're away, you might have stressful thoughts about how your business is doing, whether your live chat is up and running, or are your visitors being able to talk to the chatbots, and so on. Now, this is a sense of feeling disconnected from your business, which isn't a good way to run your business, especially when you're the one who's running the show. The other problem a lot of businesses again face is the lack of opportunities, because opportunities come at any time, but you might miss them if you're not at your desk. And finally, even if the agents want to respond to the customer queries, they do not have enough critical customer data at hand to respond to those messages and queries. So now we have understood that agents and businesses face a lot of problems in running their business workflows when they are away from their desktop or from their workplace. Now let's see how SalesIQ mobile app is the solution for this. Today's workforce demands flexibility, and it would be best if you empower agents to professionally handle customers from mobile devices with these functionalities that I have listed. So these are just a few of the features that we have in SalesIQ. I've just handpicked the important ones to discuss today. So it's all about incoming conversation alerts, about getting push notifications when potentials visit, also getting critical customer information at hand, and optimizing efficiency with tools like audio calls, chat translations, group chats, internal chat, and so on. And finally, to customize the SalesIQ mobile app as personalized as your workspace. So in today's webinar, we're going to drill down into each of the solutions and learn how they benefit you and your team. Now, the SalesIQ mobile app can be used both in Android as well as in iOS. But for the purpose of today's webinar, I'll be using an iOS app, and even the screenshots you see in the deck will be of iOS. So no worries, guys. All the features that we discussed today will also be available in your Android. So shall we get started? So the first problem that we saw was the increasing amount of chats that is being missed. Now, customers expect quick answers to their questions about products and services. So to meet the needs of your customers, you should respond to their queries within minutes. And on top of that, you should be able to offer uninterrupted 24/7 customer support, as it gives you a significant business advantage. Sounds quite challenging, right? But is it impossible? Definitely not. We can help you achieve these standards of customer service with the incoming chat notifications. So you get notified in your mobile app with the visitor's question, giving you an option to pick up the chat right away, or also allowing you to get more information about the visitor and then respond to their chat. Now, if you're wondering why this is so important, the increasing number of missed chats has a direct impact on the customer satisfaction level. So here's an important stats. It says that based on SuperOffice's analysis, a little over than 1/5 of live chat requests didn't receive a response from an operator. Because even though live chat is gaining in popularity over the years, there are still many businesses that are yet to learn how to get the most out of this powerful communication tool. And that's where the SalesIQ mobile app is going to help you make your conversations more efficient. So let's quickly see a demo of this. So for that, I'm just going to start off a chat over here. So once I just start off a chat here, you can see it on my mobile app. I've been notified with an incoming chat notification, right? So it's giving me an option to pick up, or if I want, I can go ahead and see more information about the visitor. So let's say I'm just going to pick up right now. So I've picked up the chat, great. Now I want to go ahead and see more information about this customer. So let's just run this one by one. So we can see the name of the user. We can also see the opportunity rate. So they haven't quite visited the website much. And also the email address, certain personal information. And from which source are they directly coming from? Are they directly coming from the website, or are they coming from a campaign or through any paid promotions? So the source, again, is been shared over here, and the number of visits. So this is good information, right? You get to know about what the visitor is doing on your website. But now you have even more additional information about the visitor. So you also get to view their CRM information. So we can see that this person is a lead, is a contact, and they have deals in their pipeline as well. You can also see recent support tickets if you have integrated with Desk, and their status as well. So this, again, will help the agents because they needn't toggle between multiple applications to find out or gather the customer's data. They can seamlessly connect to critical information right from this view. You also get the digital footpath of the visitor. So you can see that when the visitor has landed onto your website, and when they have left, and what are the actions that they have performed on your website. Now, this is really crucial information, especially for your sales team. So looking at this information, one can understand the interest of the customer. So based on that, your sales executives can personalize their messages and target those messages to nudge the customers to perform a positive purchase. So also a quick view of the previous conversation the customer has had with your team or your business. And another interesting information. So as you can see, this gives you a lot of information about the company. Now, this is through a third-party enrichment tool that we have. So I've integrated my account with a third-party tool called Clearbit. So we also have another integration tool, which is called Leadberry. So these will be able to give you enriched information about the Whistler's company. So this information is very useful, again, for your sales executives, because one of the major problems they face is to qualify customers, right? So you need a lot of information to make sure the customer is a worthy prospect and you can prioritize and spend time on them. So these information about the company and the number of employees, the type of sector, will always help you to qualify them and also target your pitch or your communication in the right manner. So as you can see, since the company information was Zoho, I've also got the image over here. So at a glance, I can understand that, okay, this visitor is coming from the Zoho company. And also some advanced information about when the chat was picked up, how long did this visitor wait to get connected on chat, geolocations, and also details about their browsers and system. So these technical information is very important for debugging and to find out some issues in other cases. So this is great information that you get of the visitor, right? So for a visitor who has come from your website. Now, how is this information different for a person visiting from your mobile app? So let's go ahead and see that as well. So I have a demo mobile SDK, and from here, this visitor is from that account, and you can see it's pretty much the same information. It's something that's very, very useful for support agents is this. You get the list of the permissions of the device right over here within your fingertip. So the main problem customers would face when they reach out to support agents is that customers hate in repeating their answers over and over again. And secondly, when we ask customers to find out some technical configurations, they are always frustrated or reluctant to do any of those things. So in order for that, what we've done is we have provided all of the device permissions right within the advanced information. So the agent needn't ask the customer anymore. They can look into these permissions, analyze it, and then resolve the query even faster for the customer. So this is, again, an additional information that you have over here. Even when your customer is being connected with a chatbot, you can view the conversation that they're having with the chatbot. And if you feel the need to jump in, you can go ahead and just use takeover. And that's it. You are easily connected on a chat with your customer. So now, when you start having conversations with the customer and you grasp all of this information from the visitors info, the next step is to build conversation from it. So while having these conversations with customers and you feel that the customer is showing a good amount of interest in your product, you might want to add them as a lead to your CRM, right? So what do? You open up your CRM application and enter them as a manual lead. So no more of that. Just within few clicks, you can add leads to your CRM right from your mobile app. So let's say I want to add this customer or this visitor as a lead. So you can see the push to CRM here. I'm just going to push it to CRM. And that's it. I can choose whether I want to add them as a lead or a contact. So let's say I'm just going to add them as a lead. Okay, and if you want, you can add in their phone number as well, if you're aware of it. That's it. A CRM information or a lead in your CRM has been added so easily. So going back to the deck, we saw about how we can see a lot of information about the customers. We also saw how you can create leads. Now, one of the major expectations of customers from live chat is to get quick replies. So now you can see what customers are typing beforehand, helping you to respond quicker. And if you feel like this is not required for your business, you can always disable it. But the whole point of having this typing status is to help customers even before they try to ask out the question. And also, in order to keep tabs on conversations, take notes about customers with the most important information from your conversation during or even after your chat to view them later. And these notes are very important as they will help your sales team be more organized and therefore more efficient. So coming to the second point that we discussed, the second problem is that businesses tend to miss out on potential customers. It is quite hard to be on the watch for potential customers on your site. And you might even miss to capture them before they leave. But with these alerts, you will be notified in real time when a high-value customer visits. You will get a notification like this. And you can engage these prospective customers while they're still on your website and support them throughout their buying journey to improve customer experience and to increase your sales. So let's again quickly see how this is worked onto a website. Now onto the SalesIQ app, you can see I have got a notification, right? So it's telling me that a returning visitor is back on your website. So let's say I want to see more information about this visitor. So directly right from the notification, I can go ahead and view the visitor's information. So there isn't much information about this visitor. They've hardly visited 4 times. And we can also see the path that they have carried on your website. Now, in other cases, when you actually have a potential customer and you see their CRM information and they're going to close a deal in a couple of days, you can reach out to these customers and send them a proactive chat. Because there's no point in just absorbing all this data, right? You need to act upon it. So for that, you can just click on the chat, choose from which department you want to talk to, and then just send them a message. So just a proactive chat. Now let's see how the visitor is able to view this chat. So there you go. I hope all of you can see it. The message that I had posted from the SalesIQ mobile app has been shown over here. So in this way, you can reach out to your most potential customers at the right time with these proactive chats. So you don't have to wait for those customers to reach out to you or show a sign that they are interested in your product. based on their footpath and based on the action that they perform on your website, you can reach out with these proactive messages, which is a very good way to nudge these customers and help them not only at one time, but throughout their purchasing journey. So now, while you wait for the customer to respond to you, you can multitask in mobile as well. So you can have a quick glance at those other customers who are currently browsing your site. So I'm just going to go back. I'm going to my home, where these are the rings of SalesIQ, where you'll be able to view the visitors who are on your website. So here you can see the list of people who have spent more than 10 minutes and people who have spent more than 1 minute on my website. And as you see over here, each of this information gives you a lot of details about the respective customer or visitor. So over here, you can see that this is a company based on this icon over here, and they are directly coming from the website. So if it has a campaign sign, which means that they're coming from a campaign or from any paid promotions like your Google AdWords, again, all of these icons will be replaced. We can also see that they are a returning visitor with this sort of icon. Okay, I think I have all the companies active in today. So once visitors leave your website, visitors will also leave away from these rings. But don't worry, all of their information will be saved in the visitors history. So this gives you a list of the visitors who have visited your website. So as you can see, this is an individual user or an individual visitor who has visited the website, whereas this is a company that has visited the website. And these green options over here show that this particular company is now active on the website. So if you want, you can go ahead and reach out with them with a chat. So you can see, right, how seamless the whole connection is. You don't have to wait in the mails for them to reply for hours together. Just look at the details and you can get connected with them right away. So one of the major setbacks of communicating with visitors through live chat is that you will be unable to reach a customer once they have left your website. But interestingly, users from your mobile app can be connected at any time by notifying them with messages. So as you can see, these are the different touch points that you can reach out to communicate with them. So if they are online on your website, you can use the chat option. Or if you want, you can also drop them a mail right away from here. Or if you have their phone numbers, you can get connected on call. And if they are a mobile SDK user, you can go ahead and send them a push notification. So let me show you how this works. So in this case, I just want to send a push notification to the customer so that it will help me to bring him back into the app. So once I send this, you can see the visitor gets this notification. So I've added a Mobilism account over here. So that's how you're getting the notification. So looking at this push notification, it will help to bring the customer back into your mobile app. So I know this app looks very inviting. It's doing great. But the whole point of sending out these push notifications is not to bombard the customers with unrelevant information. So make sure and have that very crystal clear that you do not send a lot of irrelevant information to customers. Send them only those information which will actually benefit them, thereby increasing the chance of closing more deals. Going quickly back into the deck. So we saw how you can look into the visitors who are online on your website from the home view. And we also saw about the push notifications. So coming to the third problem that we spoke about is how do we increase agent productivity with these tools? Because yes, when you have your desktop and when you're at your workplace, there's some sort of comfort zone where it makes things easier. But when you have your mobile, you should be able to experience the same comfort zone and in an easy way to communicate with your customers. So now with all this real-time visitor information about the type of visitor, their geolocation, the time spent, source of visit, and so on, and also with the instant chat notifications, it is easy for your team to connect with visitors. But communicating with customers isn't a piece of cake, as these productivity tools will help you and your team to converse effectively and efficiently with customers. So let's say you are in a chat, okay? You can go ahead and choose a message from one of the canned messages. So using these ready-to-go responses for these repetitive questions so that you no longer have to type out the same answer a billion times. You can also search with these tags, which will make it even more easier so that you just have to select it. And in a single tap, you have answered the customer's query, speeding up your customer support with ease, and also helps you boost your customer satisfaction. So another very important tool for your agents is the multi-language support. Let's say, what if a visitor communicates in a foreign language? It's a hassle to try translating it in an external browser and then trying to reply for it. But with auto chat translations, it is a breeze. So let me quickly show you a demo of that as well. Let's say you want to type down something in French. So you can see on the mobile app, you get notified like this. When I click on it, and I'm going to start chatting with the customer, I get notified that a French language is detected and giving me an option to translate it. I'm going to go ahead, translate it, and send them a message. So as you can see, it's all in English now. It makes it easy for the agent to respond. Let's see how this has been posted on the customer's end. There, it has been responded in French. So in this way, you can maximize your global communications by supporting customers in their native language with chat translations that has been powered by Google for a personalized touch. Now, customer support or customer service isn't always a smooth walk, right? And when things get complex, you need to make your customers understand or talk with them. Now, with your SalesIQ mobile app, in one tap, you can connect with your visitors on call. So you do not need any extensions or any third-party download that's required. And also, there is no limit on the duration or the number of times that you can call a visitor. And most importantly, your customers needn't share their mobile number to get connected on call. So let's quickly see how this call actually works. I'm going to go ahead and just call this visitor. So I'm calling from my mobile app. And on the other end, this is how the visitor is being notified. I can just click on it. And that's it. I'm connected on call. So I've not shared any phone number, or I did not download any extensions. Just at the tap of a button, you are able to connect with visitors on call. So that's how easy we've made communication with the SalesIQ mobile app. So I'm going to end it right now. And yes, collaboration is very, very important when it comes to supporting customers as a team. So respond to customers by adding in your teammates for precise assistance so that everyone can talk as a group and resolve the questions more quickly. So you can head over here and invite another operator. So anybody who is available, you can go ahead and invite them. And now it's like a group chat, so all of them can pitch in the information that they know and support the customer quicker. And on the other hand, we couldn't possibly be experts in all fields. So when customers ask queries beyond your expertise, you can swiftly transfer them to the right team or to a particular operator. So you can choose it from a department, or you can choose a specific operator given some transfer notes. So you can tell about what the customer is looking for, or whether he's a very high priority customer. So any little transfer note that you want to share it with your teammate, you can go ahead and give that as well. So I'm just going to transfer it. Now let's see when this agent accepts the transfer. So though collaboration is very important, teams need to communicate internally among themselves with the internal chat option. So you can assist your teammates individually by guiding them in separate conversations. So we have something called the message board, where you will be able to, So we have the message board where it's like a wall. So you can post any updates or ask updates about a particular ticket so that all the team members will be notified and they can have a look at this. But if you want to have one-on-one conversation with your teammates, you can go ahead and start conversing from here itself. And also on the other hand, you can get on a quick call with your teammate. So that's what we are focused on, having crystal communication between your team and your teammates so that you can help provide a better customer support and service to your customers. So though we saw a lot of information about how we can make an agent's work much easier by providing these tools, they also need to have certain customizations to make it feel like their own personal workspace, right? Because be it having a cacti on your desk or having an Avenger poster, we all like to make our workplace feel organized to our taste. So SalesIQ mobile app is no exception. Change the appearance to your preferences that help you converge more. So let's go ahead and quickly see what are the different configurations that is allowed in SalesIQ. So firstly, your availability settings. Now, if you're spending some quality time with your family, you can go offline from the SalesIQ with just a tap. And just like this, you can go offline. And if you want to get back and start getting notifications about the chats and visitors, just another tap and you are online. And if you are a part of multiple portals, you needn't log out, change into another portal and log in back into SalesIQ. We have that option very simple over here. You can just choose which portal you want to select and connect with those customers. Just quickly do that and you will be able to work with them. So yes, notifications is something very important. Now, if you're being notified for information that is not related to you, again, it's just noise for you, right? So you can configure the notifications that is required for you. So let's say your focus is only on attending chats. You can go ahead and switch off these notifications as well. And you can also set up your sound preferences. So this is something that you guys can play around and see how it fits your liking. And when it comes to appearance, we have multiple themes. that you can choose to just, spark up the SalesIQ mobile app. And for a please to your eyes, we have the dark mode. So if you're going to work late hours or you want to have it working on the move, you can enable the dark mode, which gives you a pleasant feel on your eyes. And though mobile may be your personal device, but the information contained in the app is of high priority. And hence, there is a couple of privacy settings you can configure to save yourself from any data loss or mishap. So you can have a passcode for your lock so that only you can open and use the mobile app. And also the spotlight search. Now, this is with respect to iOS alone. This feature is not available in Android. So for all iOS users, when you try to do a spotlight search and you pick out an email ID of one of your contacts, information from Zoho SalesIQ is actually pulled up and shown in your search. Now, in case you do not want that, you can go ahead and switch off this option right away from here. And also the text copy. So in case you don't want to use any information or copy any text from the SalesIQ, so let me quickly show that. Sorry. So you can see the copy option over here, right? Now this is because I had enabled the text copy. So let's go ahead and disable it so that you will not be able to copy any information from your SalesIQ. So as you can see, the copy text isn't allowed. So these are small privacy settings, which actually have a huge impact because we all know data is power these days, and one data spill can cause a major problem for you and your business. So let's make sure we use these privacy and security settings to securely contain all the information within the SalesIQ mobile app. So also another interesting feature that we have. So let's say you are a super admin and you have missed out to upgrade the SalesIQ account. No worries, now you can easily purchase plans with Apple Pay. And we are proud to say that we are the first to bring such an easy plan upgrade solution. So again, this is for iOS users alone and not for Android. So now we've seen all the features that are there in SalesIQ, or the key features that are there in the SalesIQ mobile app. But now if you're wondering which team actually uses SalesIQ and what do they use it for? So teams use SalesIQ for various purposes like lead generation, to drive sales, to provide instant support, and so on. So I've picked on two teams today. Firstly, let's see about the sales team. Now, sales team use SalesIQ to identify the potential leads and engage with them while they're on the website based on their past purchases and interest. So when the sales team is notified of the visitor alerts of the high priority, this is the best opportunity for them to grab these visitors and connect with them. So it's basically like knocking down your door and telling that hey, I'm a VIP customer, start conversation with me. So that's how these visitor notifications are powerful. So as we saw, you can use those visitor notifications, send them out a proactive messages by understanding their CRM information, and also after you have qualified them using the company data. So as you can see over here, so after analyzing these company data and after understanding the CRM information, you can start our proactive chats with these users. Also, it gives you an option to update your CRM record. So in case you want to add an additional deal, you can go ahead and add it right over here. So I'm just giving a random name as of now. You can choose a stage and the amount, and also the due date. So it's not only lead creation, but you can also do all sorts of record updations right from within your mobile app. So this is a great opportunity for your sales team and your sales executives to target the right prospect at the right time, that is when they land on your website, and with the right information. So all of this is critical information that you can use to communicate with your customers. The rest part is your sales executives' magic. They can converse with the customers, guide them through their purchasing decisions, and finally help them close deals. All of this when they are on the go. So by doing all of this, it automatically helps you sell on the go with the SalesIQ mobile app. The second team that you're going to look into is the support team, because one of the main factors of customer services is quick response. And with SalesIQ, you can support customers using real-time messaging and help customers who may have fallen through the cracks by assigning them as tickets. So as we saw, when things get complex or becomes difficult to make the Vista understand, you can get on a quick call with your customer, and also the information about your system softwares and your device permissions will help you to debug informations and resolve the queries faster. You also have an option to view the previous support requests, right? So if you see the status as a lot of them is open, which means that you need to look closely at this customer and see what the problem is and help them close those tickets. And if your ongoing conversation is, again, not going that good and you need to get back to this visitor, you can go ahead and convert the ongoing chat as a ticket as well. So you can set up the priority. Let's say it's a feature request, and the status that you want, and then just create a support ticket. So all of this works really well as you're all synchronized and integrated with CRM, campaigns, and desk, so that your customer can just focus solely on communicating with customers, but not gathering information to respond to customers. And if you are an admin and your job is not to sit and answer all of the queries that come in, you can assign the chats to your respective associates or agents. So you can just go ahead and click on this assign operator. So you can assign it to your team, or you can assign it to yourself. That's it. So that this will be taken care by another operator, because we can't leave any unassigned chats, because you need to respond to customers. If not, it's going to affect people's trust in your business. So admins can use the SalesIQ mobile app just to assign these sort of missed chats to their teammates, and also they can monitor the ongoing chats. And if required, they can always jump on to a chat right away from here, thereby supporting your customers with faster resolution, which in turn increases customer satisfaction. So we've seen a lot of details, and we've come towards the end of the webinar. So let's have a quick recap. We saw about how you can never miss a chat with the incoming chat notifications, which helps you to lead to increased customer satisfaction. We also saw how sales teams can reach out to potential customers with the help of live visitor notifications. And also with crucial information at hand, sales executives can have targeted communication with their team. And agents can also provide resolutions faster and also close deals on the go with the productivity tools like canned messages, audio calls, collaboration tools, and so on. So that's all we have for today's webinar about how you can use the SalesIQ mobile app. So thank you all for joining us for today's webinar, and I hope all of you have a great day.